Hello, welcome to Gutter Stars session 43, I think it is, and on our scouting mission to where the party is heading towards Grey Space, having started a few crystal spheres or systems away in Brawl Space, they've arrived at last into Realm Space, the home of the Forgotten Realms. Which
Should I quickly ask something?
Yes. I feel like the map is wrong on this, Alex. Oh no, maybe Mage hasn't updated what is being displayed. Yes, sorry, Jamie.
Sorry.
Does the name Realm Space imply that the denizens of these locations call it the Forgotten Realms, or other people do? Like, oh, I'm in this.
So they
I
realise
forgot
they're
about
forgotten.
Realm Space. Left
No,
and right.
they're really like bitter people who are like, oh, we're from the Forgotten Realms. So what do you mean? It's like, oh, just no one ever remembers us, always neglected, never had enough books published about us.
Or is it forgotten by the taxman, in which case they'd be quite happy.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's better than the alternative, which is everyone calls their home planet Earth, or
Everywhere is called Earth Space. Yeah.
Yes, I live on Earth. I live on Terra. I live on Gaia.
Well, I guess presumably people would just call it the planet they're from. So Torral Space would be the most common name. I need to double check the populations, but yeah, Torral Space.
I just like the corniness of it. Of people being like, "Yeah, we're from Realm Space."
I guess. What's the show name for Toril? Because that would probably be what the sphere is called.
The show name.
Yeah, as in the Oriental culture, or one of the Oriental cultures on Toril is also spacefaring. So the Yakuza you've met are kind of associated with them. And so yeah, you find out. I mean, this is the way to finally break into the Chinese market. Like video games are like, and we're coming out with in our map game, we're coming out with the Chinese expansion. In our miniatures game, we're coming out with the Chinese expansion. And you're also desperate. please buy our game. Exactly. It'd be the same here. We'd be like, oh yes, we've renamed all of our. We've replaced the cast with fluent Chinese speakers. Sorry, Alex, you're fired. Alex speaks about 40 words badly pronounced of Japanese nerd fandom. Yeah. Hi is how you pronounce it, I believe. Yeah. So exactly. So, by the way, I make the joke, and Alex is like, "Yes, I will rise to the occasion." The cliches about me are right. So, Simon is rapidly drawing a death threat to Alex, I think, scribbling in the background.
Wow.
So yes, you have arrived. We're on a map. That you have a star chart, so you do have this map.
What do we know about this sphere? I have no relevance. Oh, I'm from here. I know about this sphere.
I guess you forgot.
I have? Oh, no, wait, I'm from here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have a passport?
Are those a thing?
I don't know.
No, I'm a monk. I don't need one.
You're a monk.
Do you have your breathing license, mate?
Yeah, I guess Kawakami would share what he knows about.
What I was going to say, yeah, because you are show, aren't you? So you have some amount of kind of So the major planets. Which way do I actually want to read this? I think they've done it the outways in. So I'll go from the inside out in terms of what Kawakami would know. You've got the sun is a spherical fire body. It is like the sun in Brawl Space, hasn't it? It is fire. It is obviously Amaterasu as far as you're concerned, Kawakami.
A tiny fragment.
Yeah, a tiny fragment, a representative, an avatar.
Yeah.
Then nearest is a Nadia, which is a spherical earth body, which is kind of lots of canyons. It is hot, but there are halflings on it. You wouldn't necessarily know more, but that's your sort of show spacefaring knowledge. But it is a hot planet, as you'd imagine. Then Collier.
I'm guessing they have to be short so that they're further away from the sun.
So the sun goes over you.
Yeah, exactly.
Collier is a spherical air body. So that's to say that it's a gas giant, essentially, quite a warm gas giant. And there are earth and water islands inside, which there is. It does have life on it, but again, is not heavily explored. But Toril is where you're from. It is a spherical earth body, large population in I guess into the billions, probably, or into a billion or something. It's large, heavily populated, lots of continents, things like that. It has a moon, Selûne. Selûne is inhabited. Kawakami may even have been there, for all I know. Possibly not. Yeah, probably not. Maybe to the near side of the moon. The tiers of Selûne are, which I'm not sure if they're represented on here. No, so we've got as far as Toril. The tiers of Selûne, I think some of the maps I've seen do have the tiers of Selûne. They are an asteroid cluster. Which 4,800 years ago, a show astronomers the first to record it, that there were these objects that popped into existence near the moon, near Selûne. There were tidal waves, they have studied it, and the show used the Tears of Selûne for divination, amongst other things. And everyone has an idea about what these are, the myths behind them, or why they're here, or anything. But they're an asteroid belt. There are traders and miners and whatever else in there. Carpri is a spherical water body, which is it on this one? Yeah, Carpri, which is red ring, which you can see there.
Does that mean it doesn't have a solid center, or? Yeah,
it's a water body in the purest form. No islands of land to speak of. So some water bodies are different to that. It does have an equatorial sargasso, and it has a frozen polar region. So there are solid areas that kind of float on top, essentially, or semi-solid. Then green ring, you've got Chandos, another spherical water body, which is filled with irregular chunks of rock.
That sounds like a place we should go.
Yeah, coming further out, that grey ring, Glyph, spherical earth body, which is heavily polluted, and the show do not go there. Really, they occasionally go to a moon and trade at a moon, but it is ruled by mind flayers, by illithids.
That sounds even more like somewhere we should go.
Yeah.
How about Garden?
Is this Simon saying it, or is it Ichabod? Garden,
definitely Ichabod.
Yeah, Garden, which is on the orange ring, is a cluster earth body. So it's made of 12 small earth bodies that are linked by the elves define it as a live planet. It is linked by plant life. It's And then finally, there is a flat world water body, Hakatha, right at the rim, which is about 1 million miles in from the crystal sphere you've entered. And it's got a big mountain in the middle, and it is, it's 300 miles thick in terms of its water, and it's constantly kind of pouring off the edge, turns to steam, and comes back up. It's like a wagon wheel with a spindle with a mountain in the middle. Those are the planets. Hakatha also has some moons. I mean, many of these planets have moons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so quite a lot of planets in realm space.
Yeah. I mean, Hakatha and Garden, not just because they're close, actually sound the most interesting to me. Before we go and get killed by mind flayers, of course.
Yeah.
What was the job that actually sent us out this way? I don't think I ever wrote it down. So.
Yes, why are we here?
was it just scouting the kind of route between crystal spheres, or was there more to it?
Yeah, I think it was checking the flow and stuff, and as well as the local stuff within Brawl space. I was going to say Hakatha is ruled by beholders, and so others are not necessarily welcome unless they have. Yeah.
Okay.
But certainly garden. Garden is sort of. You can park your ship, but it's and it's kind of place inhabited by pirates. But there's certainly lots of air, lots of food, things like that.
If we want somewhere definitely civilized and definitely going to accept us, and not trying to attack us on sight, then Toril is the best bet, probably, or maybe like Saloon or the Tears thereof.
Yeah.
There's, as I say, Mingobwe, the moon of Glyth, is you're allowed to go and park. You're welcome there. The Mind Flayers let you go there. And then Chandos, which I think Simon liked the idea of. What would you know about Chandos? It's a kind of quite conflict laden place. Chandos with no spelljamming ports. You can still land there.
I certainly feel like landing on Glyph itself, avoiding landing on Glyph itself is, a bit of a no-brainer, one might say.
Boom, boom.
How quickly can I get kicked from the call?
So there are a few places you can land on the way in, certainly, and you probably try to land on Cartbury, but certainly Toril is the largest kind of the most heavily inhabited, relatively peaceable place. Not having hostile ruling populations who don't like you.
Yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear on Toril, if we land there's quite a nice village called Daggerford. Could be worth it.
Daggerford? I've never heard of such a place.
Daggerford, I mean.
It is part of a forgotten realm.
Was it? I appreciate you jogging my memory. If people are willing to, I kind of like to avoid the Beholder land and Mindflay until we have 20 more levels each, and maybe stop by Garden just to pick some flowers if we can avoid pirates if people want to. But
Yeah, I mean, I guess you need to get food here before you try to go to Grey Space.
We do
that
food.
Yeah.
Should go to the garden world then.
Garden does sound good.
There is a lot of calories in the sun. Okay.
I suppose with a big and busy place like Toril, there's the risk that we'll get, sucked into some, boring, mundane, groundling conflict.
Yeah.
Oh, look, heroes from the skies, save us from our, famine or something equally banal.
I'm not sure Glyph have food, but I think they have food for thought. Or thought for food.
Yeah.
Are you feeling alright? Are you okay, man?
Are you alright?
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to land on Garden, or should we just go past the first?
Garden sounds interesting, at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not far. There's no harm in doing it, and we have been on half rations for a month, so getting some fresh food.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good for morale for the crew, if nothing else.
Yeah, because it seems like the right kind of place to go picking fruit.
Well, probably just buy it from the local elves who've spent 100 years learning the most efficient way to pick fruit.
Yeah, could do that. Yeah.
So let's go. Let's just make sure our scales are right. If I can, I actually need
This feels like some weird metaphor for free market versus non-free market idea. Do we get it from the elves, or do we start up our own business?
Let me check the. Axe already does this.
Yeah. That's what the executioner told me.
Yeah. with a wink and a laugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 32 days drop, so it's going to be 16 1 in 20 checks on the way in from the Spelljammer speed. To get to the red ring at Hakatha. You don't need to land at Hakatha, I just mean as in that's. So I guess there are 4 of you. Do you each want to roll 4d20 and see who gets a 1?
Each roll 4d20.
What's the code for doing multiples?
If you can, I don't know you can also just roll 4d20.
Yeah.
Is it just?
Is that literally your first roll? The first roll as well.
First roll.
The
literally the
day
first.
we arrived in the system.
Oh yeah.
Mind flayers.
8 illithid mind flayers appear. Okay, no one else rolls a 1, so you have the general. This is 8 more days half rations, by the way. You're going to be like pushing on. You're going to be doing several more days half rations just to.
Our first random encounter is like a space whale or something that we can eat.
Yeah, in which case, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Yeah. 40s. It's going to be 14. Cool. So yes, Simon, I guess start with your 1d100 for general type of encounter. This is
60.
Well, I suppose 16. 60. Okay, that's a different result. Okay.
It's worse than even my pronunciation.
Needlessly aggressive, Alex. We don't accept bullying on this channel.
Well, Alex is bullied so much he has to take every cat. Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it? You gonna stop me? How are you gonna stop? You can't do anything. What are you gonna do?
Alex, we'll stop you by bullying you back.
That's what I thought.
Finally been provoked too far. It's time to bully Alex. Simon, rolling another D100.
69.
Owen's acting like he needs a reason.
Okay, that is
the demonetization number.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's find out. So yes, you pass through the an expanded large field of small debris of something.
What does the debris look like? Is it just sort of like chunks? Is it like bits of rock, or is it like bits of wood, or?
It's seeing a debris Harry.
Ha 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 ha
Ha ha ha ha.
It's like it's like a soft cheese.
Debris.
I said that joke.
Yeah.
I said it louder, so fuck you.
Wow.
I win. Yeah. So yeah, it is a looks like the remains of a ship. In fact, probably you'll see a bit of it, which reminds you of the Wasp ship that once pirated you. As in, it looks a similar design.
Was that the lizards?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably not the same ship.
I hope it is.
Not. Yeah. Statistically, not necessarily. Yeah, likely
Really
no.
it was,
Yeah, it could
but,
be.
Yeah.
And you go ah. I mean, you're more heavily armed than a Wasp ship now on your new ship.
I certainly hope so. If we're passing by a destroyed one.
But compared to this one, that's what. Yeah.
Is it just like complete rubble, or is there like enough floating that we could try and like search for loot? Lawful.
Does any of
yeah,
the
you can certainly.
Or...
Yeah, you can certainly search amongst it if that's what you want. Yeah.
I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Where is?
yeah, if I call my gin back, Or
Yeah,
Genie.
your time.
Genie's
Genie, I think is it? Yeah,
Gin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Actually, he says his name's James, not Jin. But,
Yeah.
The Iron Tornado.
The Iron Tornado.
That's just his,
The Iron
that's just his-
Tornado.
That's just his stage name, the Iron Tornado.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Iron Tornado appears with a steel chair.
Yeah. That's. Yeah, you get some just trying to get the right deck plan, and not necessarily for your use. There's no deck for you to search.
Yeah.
Can we search
So I've
deck?
essentially
No.
got one wish or summon left if I get him back. I assume that necessary time's elapsed. I can.
Yeah,
him
it's
back.
7 days. It's 7 days. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry about what happened, mate. We put you on leave. Not your fault.
Yeah.
It's ours. But you're back now.
Yeah, you're like, I
How
think
are things in the air? Like, oh, that was a bit fun. Sorry.
Yeah. He's like, I don't need an airplane. I can fly.
Yes, you have a higher maneuverability class than any airborne vehicle. I'll have you know. I say.
Exactly.
And speaking of which, could you please search this rubble, provided there's no danger you come across, especially if any of the rubble twinkles upon close inspection. We would really appreciate it.
As he's like flying away, you're like, is it twinkling yet? As I say, just getting up my info.
Actually, this is a relevant question. With the whole air bubbles thing, are we assuming in a sort of fantastical sense that sound travels through space, or that it doesn't?
No, not through shared air bubbles, but no, not otherwise. Okay. No.
What if we shared an air bubble? Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, this is just how Morthylla is all the time. Everyone's like, stop it, Morthylla.
You keep talking like this, I'll make you share the Mage's air bubble.
Let me tell you, if she knew anything about poison saves, she would tell you hers is very low. Or it might be a save versus breath weapon, depending.
Yeah. Totally deadly.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah. So I think the one thing he will pick up on is that there is a kind of almost what looks like a construction of metal and wood, which seems intact, relatively speaking.
Yes.
Does it look like a giant badge?
No, it doesn't look like a giant badge. It's like imagine like it's a room or something, or whatever. But it's just it's just floating.
Yeah, like a prison or something.
Could be.
Does it contain the scary door?
I look at the door. Does it terrify me? But no, it looks like a normal internal room. I'd say the design and stuff is not familiar to you internally, but then you've not been on a wasp ship, so yeah.
Is it sealed, or are we talking about like an intact room with like the door open or part of it?
No, it seems to it looks like it's bulkheaded. I mean, if you sail over towards it, presumably Vil piloting, I guess, because Beach is saying that as well.
I'm pro exploring this room. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
It's full of mind flayers.
Yes, exactly.
Ichabod sees that as
true.
Yeah, Ichabod feels like that's an advantage. You're like, why? I thought you were into like Romanos. It's like,
Hey, look, if the mind flayers haven't starved yet, they will soon.
Yeah. we will defeat them with Moranism.
Literal future armor plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you defeat the Martians with the common cold? No.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It's
So yeah, you can float over towards it. Yes.
I was gonna say it's probably worth taking the star sail rather than the
Yeah.
sickness, just to avoid like the worst of the rubble damaging the important ship.
The big ship. Yeah. No, makes sense. Yeah. No, that's fine. Jackson can be in charge then. He'll pilot. And you'll sail over. And yeah, the Iron Tornado will be able to point out there is a what's it called? The door is metal and has some sort of bolt or something that connects, as an internal bolt, etc. Into the door, and it looks pretty. It's wooden and metal construction. Looks pretty strong, pretty robust.
Did we bring any bolt cutters with us?
I mean, our thief does have like biological bolt cutters. I'm pretty sure. Like his arms are basically bolt cutters.
Sorry, who's our thief again?
Jones.
Doc Jones, yes.
Yeah, of course.
The alas absent Andrew, as we call him.
Yes, yeah.
From now on.
Yeah, we've actually
even when he's here.
We've got a copyright claim from the 90s pop group Aqua that's caused his character to no longer be able to appear.
Well, it's okay because it's not spelled the same. It's completely different.
Yes. Famously, such subtleties are well picked up by YouTube.
Yeah. I would say the other day I got my first ever warning on Reddit, and you'd think, given the kind of quality and context of Reddit, either everyone would be getting constant warnings or no one would be. But it was for specifically someone observed that one of Norm Macdonald's inspirations, one of the people who had kind of really been an inspiration to him comedically, had also died at 61 of leukemia. And someone said, you know what they say, birds of a feather? And I replied, die at a similar time of the same disease. To which Reddit was like, no, that is, you're actually sending death threats to people. And I appealed it, saying, I'm not, because they're both dead. And they had they had a manual review, and someone on Reddit, like, it shows the Reddit mods might be even stupider than the average user of Reddit.
That's slightly worse for me.
Yeah. And the manual review was like, no, we've upheld it. It is actually a death threat. It's like,
wait,
what?
sorry, this was a subreddit moderator. It wasn't like an Autobot for the website itself. It was
No, the Autobot was, so I think it was an automatic, I assume it's an automatic moderator first, and then the manual review was an actual human read that and didn't understand that I wasn't saying die of a similar disease. I was saying they square brackets. They did die. It's about two people who are dead.
In the sentence, you weren't using die in the imperative form.
Yeah, D Bart D. Exactly. But no, so all I can say is this is also the standard of YouTube AI moderation. I don't know about YouTube manual moderation, to be absolutely clear and generous, but you do not get particularly intelligent pickups. And other times you're like, man, there's actually something like, I think someone is actually trying to like materially threaten someone. Facebook is the worst issue. Like, this person's actually said, I've just found your house, I'm going to come and kill you. That kind of stuff you do see. And you're like, oh man, if you report that, what's going to happen? Facebook don't do anything. They're like, yeah, it looks good, actually. I'm really pleased that's happened.
Yeah. But if you are a manual moderator of YouTube and you're watching this, we think you're very smart and very clever.
Yeah, and if you'd like to sponsor this show, we will support the dictatorship of your choice, as we were discussing before. The show, as long as the memes are good.
Yes, yes, we do it for the memes.
Yeah. Government buy the memes for the memes.
Just remember this moment, Owen, in 5 years' time, where we're all in a trench. You know, will you still be
fighting for memes?
Will you still think the memes are worth it when we're in a fox?
Yeah. But as long as we're listening to the song, what does the fox say? That will be the frontline music.
Yeah, as long as a sped up compilation of Little Dark Age by MGMT is playing, we can fight.
Yeah. No, it'll be. I don't know. It'll be. Will we be allowed Sabaton in the trenches? Because there's some pretty inspiring Sabaton music.
Unfortunately, I think we're not going to be on the other side. Is going to get Sabaton. We're going to be bad.
We're going to have, what does the fox say, and sped up MGMT.
Yeah. And then when the next wave of enemy comes with fucking Winged Tassars playing or something, we're going to realise, oh no, we're on the wrong side.
Yeah, we're going to look at our hats and they're going to have skulls on them.
Yeah. I appreciate our avoidance of actual political debate, but I'm not sure it makes it better for us to be just imagining that we're divided by what band we're listening to. That's just being
isn't that all politics anyway? Oh.
The division isn't even over what band. It's just that the good guys get the good music and the bad guys get weird pop.
We get Aqua, Doc Jones. That's how it started, and that's how it ends. Yeah, the last sounds you hear are the great hits of Aqua.
If we're really lucky,
anyway,
we'll get like Bruno Mars or something.
Yes, he has a famous song about catching a. I would certainly fight too.
Yeah,
but it might result in my idea.
So yes, what are you, if anything, going to do with this box in space?
Tow it along.
Yeah.
Can we open it?
Can we get Jones to try and open it?
I don't have Andrew's character sheet. The Absinthe Andrew.
He
hopefully will be with us. Yeah, if you can find it. If you can find it, and you're willing to risk him having his hands cut off or poisoned.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I don't care.
He's probably
Andrew should turn up, yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't that work? He's posted a link, and the link... Oh, there we go, it works now. Okay.
The link leads to the great hits of Aqua. How is that even possible?
Okay, should we have someone tethered by a rope so that we can pull them back to the ship if it goes badly when they open it without just releasing whatever it is on board?
I mean, are you having Jones open it first, or are you going to tow it first, or what?
I think pulling it away from all the other debris, because it'll take time to check for traps and then unlock it. So having more time where you're not having to worry about shards of wood floating into your face, probably helpful.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, Jones is actually pretty good. He's got 65% find, remove trap, and 70 open lock.
Sorry, with his giant insect claws and propensity to cut off people's limbs as means of medical treatment, this is the guy who's delicately picking locks and disabling trap.
I mean, think about it. If you've got knives for fingers, you're probably going to be very careful with how you move.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Well, you suddenly realise Jones is doing all of this on purpose. You're like, oh, yeah, he must be clumsy. Like, no. Everything he does is intentional. You're like, no.
It's like, imagine this guy at a bomb disposal team. He would just cut every wire.
Yeah. So, Alex, are you going to roll his find remove? Is that what you're planning to do?
Yeah, can do. So find remove first. 47. That's success. I've already forgotten the numbers. I said.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do a pick locks? Technically, of course, I could tell you it was a failure if there was a modifier, but no, that succeeds. He does not find any traps.
Excellent. Yeah. We should probably listen at it first, right? Make sure there's not no sounds.
The sound of tentacles licking the door.
Every precaution, because we're not scared for time, and Andrew will be very annoyed with me if I have Jones open a door and get Jones eaten by a mind flayer.
It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, let's get the ear seekers in him instead. Can we imagine he's got one of those Victorian brass, almost trumpet-like things you use if you're a bit hard of hearing.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. That.
You can certainly Jones can certainly roll a d6 for hear noise. Yeah. Oh, no, I guess he has the thief skill version, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he can use that. Yeah.
He's only got 25%, but that's better than 1 in 6.
That's better than 1. That is better than 16%.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, he fails. Yeah, that's fine.
Open the door. Find out how many elephants are inside.
Open the door.
Do your pick lock.
That's succeeds. Oh well, that's 56 less than 70.
It's like that succeeds. Does it? I don't know.
Well, what you were saying earlier about modifiers, I don't know.
No. It's a strong door. It'd be take longer to chop down metal doors and stuff. I think. Don't they? I don't know. Do they have like 50 hit points or more? And like, yeah, I'm trying to remember. Maybe they have more than that. I need to check the DMG. I think they have more than that. Is the standard, because I think like thick wooden door is 50 or something like that. 50 hit points. Which might not matter so much, but then the longer you're spending doing it, obviously you might, by waiting around, end up getting a bonus encounter check anyway. Because you're then in the area for a period of time. You're not like normally. It takes essentially you can travel 1 nominal square per AU is the idea, and half the AU are outside the furthest sphere the furthest object, the furthest kind of planet, and then it's half the system is from the furthest planet to the edge of the crystal sphere. So in that sense, it's like, so that would mean it'd be 1 a day on the way in. But I think it'd be a reasonable DM thing if players like, can we just stop here and spend not just like a short time of rest, but can we spend like ages here? Then probably the DM is within their rights to start encounter checking, like they would be in a dungeon if people are like, well, not so much dungeon. If they are in the wilderness and people start being like, yeah, we're going to like make loads of noise and do loads of stuff standing out around in the middle of nowhere, then probably the DM should say, okay, roll another wilderness encounter check on top of the normal ones you roll. In the same way, noise in dungeons would produce extra ones. But yeah, no, that's fine. You will open it and it'll click open. The gravity is strange, as in it has a gravity plane, but the gravity plane is down the middle, which kind of means that the top side of the door is the top of the gravity plane, the bottom side, the bottom side. So there'll be a weird thing where, Joan, because it's a square, it's obviously gone weirdly wrong due to the loss of the surrounding ship, essentially. So yes, there's a bunch of stuff floating in and around the middle of the room inside here. What you can see secured to these sides are large glass tubes or windows with what look like, and that you can see in each of them. There are 8 of them. There is it's a warm room, and you can feel that bleeding out obviously at this point, but it's warm. But there are what look like eggs with lizard men, maybe baby lizard men inside.
Is it?
And there is some other bits and pieces of equipment, but they are floating around in the middle of the room. They won't be sucked out or anything. That's not how it works. But yeah,
okay.
It's not depressurized. So yeah, that is what you find. What do you want to do?
What do we do?
Ichabod's like, I'm a father now.
Yeah.
No, Ichabod.
Right. Well, who here has been to Andrew's house? Because
Yeah. Should I go and knock and be like, Andrew, we found 8 lizards for you to be the dad of? Like, oh wow, that's amazingly cool. And they're like, in a game.
No, I'm imagining that this room is his house.
Yeah. There's a computer in the corner. Andrew is not on it because he's lying on the bed. On the computer, there is a Spelljammer game being played. You can hear a DM talking. He's talking about how you found Andrew's room. In it, Andrew is lying on his bed, too ill to play Spelljammer. On his computer in the corner, there is a Spelljammer game. In the Spelljammer game, there is a DM, etc.
Yeah. Yes.
We've infinity mirrored ourselves.
Yeah, I think this might be the effect of the Mind Flayers.
Yeah.
What do we do here? Like,
One of the lizards has a headset on.
Yeah.
Are the lizard men alive or dead?
They are kind of glass containers or tubes or they're like windows onto and there's fluids surrounding around an egg. The egg is on top of the fluid and there's a light inside each of them.
I see.
That looks like probably I was going to say, I don't. Yeah, Jones won't necessarily know what the light looks like. The light is not fire, but Jones will not necessarily recognise what the light looks like.
Okay, so we got a number of incubated lizardman eggs, right?
8 lizardmen.
Do we know any local?
Baby eggs.
Are there such thing as lizardmen planets? Are like lizardmen all pirates? Or I don't know.
Wow, Alex.
The only lizards we've encountered are Fussful, who is a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Some pirates.
I like how it's like, look, my sample here is very decisive.
It's a very small sample size, but you know, if they're not living on any planets that we've encountered.
Are these the lizard things from the John Carter of Mars series, where they incubate their young and then grow up with family?
Yeah. Aren't those the Green Martians? Do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he meets a guy, and he meets the guy's like, actually, I think my entire culture is really evil for doing this. And then all the other guys like, no, it's not. It's an amazing system.
And the protagonist is like, hey, I've just arrived here from fighting for the Confederacy.
Yeah. And I'm against this system. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm not having any particular thoughts about it.
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, he convinces his mate. Yeah, that they should. Well, it's good, and he like reunites with his daughter. It's great. It's very touching. Very lovely story. Classic example, by the way. You know how people like Burroughs is just this kind of pulp schlock, and you're like, well, and it's good fun, but it's nothing clever. You're like, oh no, this actually is like he obviously like has some thoughts and stuff about kind of some of this stuff. Occasionally it goes a bit wrong, like the whole Nazi culture on Venus that he's briefly like, that was great. And then a couple of years later, like, actually, this other Nazi culture is evil. I've been thinking about this a bit, and I'm not sure. They're the good guys. They've got skulls on their hats.
Got to that bit, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a fun book. I think if there's any fault, it's probably more that he's a little bit kind of unsubtle with just the, like, narrative voice being like, I don't think this society is very good for the following reason. Which is basically very obvious.
No. I think that's right. He's not subtle. He's not unintelligent, but it's not subtle by any means.
Anyway, it is still a good story and all that, but
yeah.
So I guess
I don't think you have. I don't believe there are any lizardman dominated planets in terms of like where that they are the major populace or in Brawl space. So
I mean, I'm not surprised if they're incubating their young in space. They're probably not in a great position.
I mean, you get the sense they weren't intending to incubate them in space permanently. Due to the fact that this is like, it looks like the remains of this ship, part of the remains of the ship. But yeah, the walls, Jones will note, the walls are like reinforced, and it does look like they're almost like it was made to, if everything else was kind of disintegrating around it, for it to kind of, almost be cushioned against stuff, you know, and then break away separately. So, yes. What do you want to do?
The light around these eggs, are they coming from any particular devices, or is it just sort of glowing from the egg?
Is Morthylla and or Xeethra going in?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say,
can have a rope around me so that I don't get pulled towards the gravity plane as well.
Yeah. So just because it's annoyingly in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
No, they look like light spells. It is point light, and it looks like kind of maybe continual light or something. But your guys are both casters; they'll be able to work it out.
Okay. I suppose if I move the objects just a little bit, I'll be able to clarify that it's stuck to the particular things, which I assume is... Yeah,
it seems to be kind of going up to it. It looks like it's internal and at a fixed point. It's not moving away. It's not drifting, whereas all the tools in the main room are drifting around the gravity plane. So.
Okay, but the light spells, are they stuck to the eggs or objects, or are they floating?
They are stuck to. They are static on the upper part of each of these cells.
Okay, cool. Should we try and take this stuff away then, guys? If I can get the Iron Tornado to help me.
Maybe it's on strike. Maybe I say no.
I was going to say the cells are attached to the wall. I mean, the actual room could fit on the Cygnus.
Oh, like the deck, the upper
Yeah. Just just like a box, isn't it?
We're gonna start building a ship out of bits of other ships.
Yeah.
It'll be like some kind of Warhammer Space Hulk or something.
I'm pretty sure that's a Cowboy Bebop episode. But yeah.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with this though? Are we just gonna like try and find like some orphanage on some planet and drop off these lizards?
We did have a food shortage, didn't we?
No.
Yeah.
Ichabod's like, either you let me raise them as an army, or we eat them.
Usually when people talk about poached eggs, they don't mean poaching the creature in the egg, or poaching the egg from its hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, it's such a small number; it's not going to make much of a difference, is it? Anyway, and
What's that thing with the?
I think it's unethical as well. Just
Is it balut? The thing that's made with like fertilized chicken eggs.
it's a thing, isn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't know the name.
Something like balut, I think.
Yeah.
Crunchy eggs.
So, yeah, what are you doing?
Well, we'll take the egg. Well, I guess we'll take the room and put it on the ship if we can then, and
Yeah.
Yep.
and say, yeah, I'm not sure we got planning permission for this extension, but we'll put it on.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, yeah, you could probably, Vil could sail the Cygnus a bit closer, and then you could probably just, there are points you could just put a hook onto it and then winch it in. Give the guys some exercise as they pull it up.
Notice, does the gravity plane remain where it was in space?
Once it enters, once I suspect there'll be. I bet there is like a reason. How about Simon? We'll have you on another D20 for taking the time for boop boop. You're reversing place because you're going to have to open the wings and then essentially land it really flat because otherwise it'll come into within roughly your gravity and then just fall onto the deck, which would be bad. So yeah, you have to reverse into it, as it were. After you pulled over, then you have to pull it on. But no, it will then adopt your gravity plane, so then the tools will fall to the floor and stuff. So yeah, it'll adopt the gravity plane of the Cygnus.
Cool. What are the tools?
There look like there are essentially, we think of like wrenches and specialist screwdrivers and stuff for opening the cells, and there are some what look like bags of minerals and stuff.
Okay, so no hydro spanner.
Yeah, no, or sonic screwdriver, I'm afraid.
Sonic screwdriver.
Yeah. By mineral, are we talking, very valuable, or just?
They look like salts mostly. I mean, it could be valuable. You don't know what they are really. Yes.
Are they Victorian smelling salts?
Yeah. Let's just check the apps. I need to go back. Not an Nadia and the distances from the sun. So that's confusing. Hakatha to Garden is 4 days, sphere to sphere. You're presumably not going to go near Hakatha, so we need another 4d20. I'm going to guess Alex John's roll 4d20.
Sure.
Oh no, in fact, sorry, one of them. Yeah, roll one of them separately because it's going to be on the sphere, isn't it? On the sphere of Hakatha or whatever. Yep, and then roll 3 more, which is flying through to the sphere of Garden. Yep, no, nothing. So yeah, you're on the same sphere as Garden, so you can, traveling on the sphere, you'll have a higher chance of encounters, but that's fine. Yeah, you can certainly head towards it if you like.
Yeah, see if we can find civilization on this overgrown set of rocks.
Yep. So yeah, you'll be able to find that. And you see there are lots and lots of moons around it. There are 12 moons around it. If you're wanting to do a flyby and scout them, you can before you go to Garden.
Might as well.
Or you can get. Yep. Shall we have Jamie? Do you want to roll a d20? I think you're going to be on 3 in 20 chance here
Cool, that's a 16.
because it's like planet, same circuit. What's it called? Same ring as planet, same space as planet. 16. Okay, so flying around. There is yes.
I do have planetology if that will help get us more information.
Yeah. I'll see if there's anything that will require more expertise.
Sure.
There is an off-white spherical moon, which no meteorite pockmarks, perfect color, off-white, quite strange reflection of the light, kind of quite luminous. There is another one which has a sort of yellowy atmosphere and looks like it may have it's kind of quite dense atmosphere. I'm not sure you can see very well through it. There is one which is a plane, is relatively flat, but it does look like it has a building on it. It's a kind of rock object, but it has a building on it. It's about 1 mile thick by 17 miles diameter. There is one which looks like an eye, almost like there is spherical, and there's a large crater which has like in the kind of center on one side, as it were, and that has some bright fungus or something growing in it as you fly past it. Plants, fungus, something like that in this crater.
Okay.
There is a crescent-shaped color planet which is green. Looks like plant life. There is a big rock, kind of bare rock, doesn't have anything on it. There is a rectangle with kind of slightly dinged edges. There is a moon that you look at it and it almost looks like the head is a dragon or something. It's white, very kind of shiny white. There is one which is different colors, spherical. It's different, and there is a bit where there is like a chunk missing of the sphere, and there's a liquid oozing out of it. There is a blue fire body, which is quite large actually. There is one that's the size of a circle, so it's like a disc. It's not a sphere. And there is, you actually see one where you're fairly sure you can spot. It's a spherical one, about 111 miles circumference, and it looks like as you're passing over it, you're fairly sure you see spelljamming craft in the atmosphere.
Okay, so I feel like maybe the one with the crater with the fungus in it might be good to explore quickly, and then the one with the building, and then the one with the spelljammers, maybe.
I just want to make sure my notes are correct. How many moons should I have, Owen? Because I think I've written down 18,
you should have
18,
12.
13.
12.
Oh, I see what I've done. Hang on, let me just check I have 12. Because I might have miscounted because of where I put my commas. White, yellow, flat with building, eye, green crescent. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 5.
Rock,
Big rock, rectangle.
White dragon head.
Dragon shaped, very white.
Spherical chunk oozing liquid. Blue
body, multiple colors.
Disc.
Blue fire body.
Disc and spelljammers.
Yeah, disc and spelljammers. That's right.
It's just I'd misplaced a comma.
Yep.
And these are like the 12 that make up garden.
No, these are 12 around garden.
These are 12 around garden. Garden itself is also made up of a collective of like
Yeah, like of rock bodies, yeah, that you can see as you look towards it. It's not a single big sphere. It is like almost uneven in points. Like let's say it's more like like a flob of when you get slime out of a little tub that you can buy at a cheap toy shop,
Yeah.
and it's like a little flob. It's like that, and you can see the lumps in it of the planets.
Yeah, there's
which
some places
are
like that in the Outer Wilds, the video game.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So yeah.
I mean, the flat one with just the single building sounds interesting. Some of them sound kind of dangerous, like the yellow one.
The blue one.
The blue fire. Well, yeah, we're not gonna land on a fire body. Yet. The one shaped like a dragon head is interesting, and the one oozing liquid is interesting, but probably dangerous.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like an egg or something.
Yeah.
In this, every adventure in this final section of the arc will be just eggs.
I'll make the mother of all omelets here. Yeah.
All eggs, all the time.
Yeah.
Written in his breakfast.
Yeah. I feel like that disc with the crater with the fungus in it might have something interesting there, since it's kind of one particular thing to highlight, and it's not.
But fungus are scary.
But they're fun, guy.
Yeah.
I'm not your
yeah.
guy, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, man.
I mean, I think the most obvious one that we definitely want to go to is the one with the Spelljammers. So we might as well go there first, see if we can, if anyone's willing to talk to us. Like, they might be hostile, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, pirates and all that.
But if I was a pirate,
the only thing I was thinking is
live on a moon near an elven world.
Well, if you want, yeah.
Okay. Anyone like really opposed?
Nah, let's do it.
Yeah. So I guess that last one with the Spelljammers first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you'll head towards it. It is it has a reasonable atmosphere. You see some water bodies on it, and yeah, you can see that there are seemingly craft at a particular location that looks like it's cleared out of just a clear area in some hills or on a hill, which looks like it has buildings as you come closer. So yeah, I assume you'll...
It's Tortuga or something.
Want to go there?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Land near there.
Yeah, head towards it.
Lower down, and then just ask, I
was going to say, it's actually size C. It's fairly large. You land, and you will see. I mean, as you come down, there's no, as it were, air traffic control. Nothing comes to greet you. That is to say, like on Iron Peace, where you're obviously escorted in by spud fighters. But yeah, here you just kind of find an empty spot on this green area, and yeah, seems like grass. It's not heavily wooded, this planet. You could see some trees and stuff, but it looks much more like there's lots of very large ferns, small trees, large ferns, and it's a little bit moist, not horrendously so, but it's a humid environment. As you land, you'll see that this looks like there is a moderate-sized settlement here. You'd estimate a couple of thousand people or something. Well within the what the planet can support. And this is larger than Brawl. This moon. Then again, Brawl is a relatively small place, so that's kind of explains that, doesn't it? If you remember, Brawl is something funny like it's only about 5 miles by 5 or something like that, 5 by 5 by 5.
Yeah. What's the architecture like? Are we talking like, quite old stone buildings or like wooden shacks? Do they look like more of an outpost?
So no, it's a mixture. It's predominantly stone built or clay, like bricks and stuff. And you can see some buildings look fairly old, and some look newer. And there is one unusual metallic looking building, roughly in the centre of the settlement. You'll land as you get. You'll see other people in and around call it the spaceport. It's pretty basic, but who will literally see you, but they don't seem to pay over much attention. You can see that, people seem to pay attention, measure up, that you're not illithids, you're not attacking them, whatever. So and then not immediately panic, not do anything in reaction.
Like the really large
Ichabod leaps overboard.
And slays 8 of them with a single blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that metallic building must be Birmingham New Street.
Yeah. For our Americans, Birmingham New Street is like is it Penn Station in New York? It's a case where we decided to knock down a very beautiful building and then put a metal slug in its place.
Yeah, and we're talking like a big abstract metal shape of looks like a clump of foil or something.
Yeah.
Maybe
like an industrial accident, a workplace accident.
Yeah. It's not very easy to navigate. Even is kind of often the criticism too. Yeah,
it is. It is like a dungeon. I have fought hobgoblins in the depths of Birmingham New Street, and by that I mean people from Birmingham. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's a rough place.
So yeah, here you are in Birmingham in space.
Birmingham.
Yeah. Yes. What are you doing?
See if there's anyone who looks particularly friendly that we can ask for directions.
Get some food. Buy food.
Let's go somewhere else then, I guess.
Yeah.
Or anyone who doesn't look like they'll stab us or spit on us if we approach them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carrying it down here.
My friend doesn't like you. You've actually already been to the Mos Eisley. No, this is not Mos Eisley. I guess if you head into the town, you can see that the area near this kind of large cleared area where a number of spelljammers, there's 3 other spelljammers at the moment. Tradesmen. There's a dragon ship, and that kind of thing. Dragon ship's quite large. That's actually taking up most of the space. That's the biggest thing here. But Kawakami will recognise. But there's a show ship. I'll be like, that's where I come from.
Do we pick out any particular heraldries of any large organisations or countries or anything? I think I've got some kind of spell jamming related skill that will help you recognise heraldry.
I've got heraldry, not on if he's still alive. Major T Thumb has heraldry. Is Major T Thumb still alive? He didn't die, did he? I can't remember.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we got Xeethra aboard, Xeethra.
Yeah, I've got heraldry.
It's a different skill to spell jamming, but if there are any, if there are any ships of ranks with particular insignia that I may recognise, that might be about that sort of thing.
Well, I was going to say you're both. Yeah, go for it. Make your NWP rolls.
I've rolled a 9. It's roll under, isn't it? And it's roll under int -2.
I might also need reminding of the modifier. Does it apply to the score or the roll?
It's to your score.
Okay.
Yeah, I will pass, but only just.
Sorry, did you say to the score?
So if your int is 11 and it's -2, as an example, you'll go to 9.
Essentially 18. So that's the pass, unless any other modifiers.
Yep. So in terms of, if you're looking around and just spotting things you'll notice. Yes, you will probably identify amongst the other things you look around at. I guess this what you will. I suppose this is more for Xeethra. The show ship, I think you'd recognise. Is because you'll be familiar with those. That is an interstellar people. They might come from this area, but they are interstellar in terms of where they live and where you see their ships. And so Xeethra would certainly, I think, as a ex Navy guy or whatever, or it will be potentially a bit of a draft dodger, Xeethra will recognise it. And well, I think would recognise it as some sort of like as an armed trader. It's from a trading clan. It's not is not one you'd recognise from the Rock of Bral in terms of those groups from the Rock of Bral. In terms of Thumb, just looking around for heraldry in general, you'll notice that there are some flags you wouldn't necessarily personally recognise that, but indicating on the ships you look at, indicating that they're all flying. The ships are all flying. What you take to be national or clan flags, Thumb, claiming some sort of domestic allegiance, Thumb will also see that there is what looks like a one of the largest stone buildings in the village or town is dedicated to Celestian. So there is, as in you'll see the imagery of the Church of Celestian. So you will recognise they have a temple here. Really, Celestian is, I think, originally a grey space god, but is like like Ptah, like the pantheonic deities. It's an intergalactic religion. It's not local to a sphere, so hence it's not surprising to see a shrine of Celestian here.
Are there any particular associations Celestian has? General reputation of this god's worshippers?
Isn't Celestian one of those that, like, there's something weird about it, whereas like they think Celestian's like the big god. That's why you can worship him anywhere, because he's like,
the big guy.
I remember
the big guy.
There was something that put like Celestian kind of ideologically opposed to like the path and the way, which is what I am.
He's about to go and blow up this place, isn't he?
I'm gonna go,
oh, great.
Can I have theology as an NWP, please?
Yeah. Trying to see.
But yeah, if you know anything, it'd be good to know. Like, is this a god that? Do we know its alignment? Does its worship like to kill people on sight and then sacrifice them? Or
Polygot's path in the way. Ptah, planar churches. Oh, is it under? So oddly, surprisingly, not on. It doesn't seem like it's on the right sidebar.
We like pick up some biscuits from a local Bible study group or something.
It's in CGR1. Celestians believe in travel.
I was looking at law book, or I was looking at concordance actually. So, yeah.
Okay, the path and the way aren't mentioned as enemies of Celestians.
No.
Oh, it might have been Ptah. I was thinking of. Reading
Ptah is like Ptah is the god who created the universe that everyone else lives in. Yeah.
Like, no.
But not the other. Yeah.
Bureaucracy.
He may have created the universe, but he didn't create love, says Morthylla.
Yeah. Ptah's willing to let you have love.
He won't end the universe, though. That is Hox us alone, or remain us alone.
Yeah. Remain us will eventually end the universe. Oh, is there something we should worry about? Is that something? No.
You should worry. You should worry for a very, very, very long.
Yeah. On a
your
scale
worrying
of
now.
trillions of years. So, yeah. Romanos is actually the god of people who suffer from anxiety, but like not like the god. He's more like the devil of people who suffer from anxiety. Have you considered worrying about the eventual heat death of the universe? Yes, I have.
Yeah, this all feels very Mark from Peep Show. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So, yes. You'll also see that there are a variety of shops, including some kind of what look like open, kind of almost open, not open air. They're kind of covered, but as you enter, you'll see there are a couple of large market hall type of things, just where there are people with piles of stuff or with tables or whatever. You know, it looks like there's a bit of a free for all. But yes, in terms of directions, but it depends what directions you're asking for, Kawakami.
I guess like where are we? What is this place? And then also ask about local shops, perhaps anyone who
Can't look too confused. They'll take advantage of.
Yeah, he'll say, "Oh, I'll act as a guide for a mere 20 gold a day," and Kawakami will be like, "Yes, that sounds like a good deal."
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, 10-day retainer sounds fair. 200 gold. Here it is. Yeah. So this is called Far World. They call it Far World, and it's essentially a trading post, like a very large trading post, just because it's the first place on your way in that isn't covered in beholders. And so if you're on your way in or your way out, it is
the first place is not full of instant death.
Yeah.
Where are we? We're just between the beholders and the mind flayers.
Yeah. It's like, do you want to land at the beholder planet or the mind flayer planet? Not really either. Yeah. So yeah, Far World is what the moons of Garden are essentially the place where you might get some sort of civilization this far out, is more or less his opinion. Because if you look after Glyth, it's farther again into the inner planets up to Chandos. So it's like, yes, you essentially have 3 planets that are about 6 days apart total, 3 day, like a 3 squared radius, and then you have another 6 to get in. So essentially, if you're just coming in from out of system, or you're trying to leave and you're trying to trade stuff, this is the place you want to sell stuff. Basically, I think is the attitude.
Yeah, it's like how in like Scotland, it might be a fairly short distance to one town, and then like the next closest place is to the Orkney Isles, if you're somewhere far.
Yeah. I think that's the American Plain States, isn't it? Like, yes, there's a city nearby. It's 50 miles, 60 miles. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the variance, the distance between places varies.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we get some food first before it closes?
Find some food and then go looking for rumors.
Yes, we'd like.
The guy says, "You look skinny." Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, almost anything non-magical can be found here for sale. So yes, you can buy rations. I guess Beej, if you're Beej is continuing. He's I think he's now not on a tropical island, but in a mere luxurious lakeside home, or something like that. But yeah, Beej, if you want to roll a d20 for walking around the city, if you are at your keyboard. But yes, in terms of rumors, no encounter. Beej rolls 5. In terms of rumors, I mean, they can tell you what they know about the other planets and what they know about Garden in terms of rumors about that kind of stuff. If you have any particular questions, you can ask a couple of questions or what you're interested in. A couple of free questions.
Should we spend a bit extra on some kind of banquet to keep up morale? Because they've been on half rations for a while.
Yeah.
We got the genie back for a bit more food, but yeah. Otherwise, we're stocking up on crackers and oats and stuff.
Yeah, just buy. Can we buy just 100 dry rations or whatever? 35 dry rations. No one has just dry rations, like dried fruit, a nut, and a cracker each.
A singular nut.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's an interesting thing in terms of, though it does run into some of the usefully, genuinely same in-world realistic problems as, why doesn't the Arch-Cleric of Valuna just constantly use res on people? Well, because it's a 13th level spell that he can use once a day. There are reasons, limitations to what you do with it. And same with Raised Dead is even more obvious. Well, it actually ages the person who uses it. But it's a similar thing. It's a similar thing, I guess. But nonetheless, Morthylla and Kawakami, and I guess technically Ichabod will have been helping people with scurvy symptoms, I guess, won't they? On the journey.
Like lemon meringue pies, lime 7-Up, all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, is anyone any cleric high enough level? I guess Stype is, maybe, but for create food and water. Obviously, Tom is not here tonight, but
well, is that second or third level?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it's second.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing possibly is you could.
We'll have it as well, of course. By the way.
No, it's third. It's third. Create food and water.
Yeah, and it's creation, so I don't think I'll ever get that.
No, create food and water. Yeah. Create food and water is third level.
Creation, yeah, I know. I'll never get Creation Sphere. I don't have Creation Sphere, so I'll never get that. Unless it's in another sphere as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if Stype is priest or cleric, but and Ichabod I think is just cleric. So Ichabod could get it at that point at 5th level, but yeah, certainly yes, you'll have been using minor healing to kind of keep people up. But of course, you can't be like, yes, we'll just give everyone infinite vitamins and minerals because you only have so many spells a day anyway. But yep, no, you can buy food. And you can buy a banquet. I mean, yes. I can give you a price for a banquet. Whoever is quartermastering. It depends. Also, if you have anything to sell, you can sell it here. Obviously.
I think our current inventory of stuff on the ship kind of is a little bit out of date because I've still not taken gold off and stuff from when we last did training.
Can we sell the big metal box we picked up recently?
The big metal box.
You could try to
with the lizards in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got to charge extra for the lizards.
You can't sell the lizards. That's slavery, or worse.
Well, we're selling the box, and it just happens to come with
lizards.
It's okay, Alex. Because they're not born yet, it's actually an incredibly moral issue, which would be even worse to try and address through a YouTube live stream.
I think we could completely solve that complex, or rather heavily debated moral issue, just instantly. And then everyone else could reproduce our results around the world, and we'll have solved a problem.
Okay, I've come up with a solution, which is it's okay to kill the lizard babies if you do it in the funniest way possible. So we should go throw them into the local fire planet.
No,
Alex,
we got to at least make
Alex, you're going to get us. You're going to get me banned from Reddit.
Good. It's for your own good, Owen.
Cool.
Yeah, that's probably for your own good, Owen.
Yeah. So please do it, please.
We're going to help you.
Yeah.
If they're cold-blooded, it doesn't count, right? So.
Yeah. Lizardmen are warm-blooded, though. You know this is the whole thing, right? They're warm-blooded.
Not after they're killed.
Yeah, not when they're dead. They're now cold-blooded. But does that really count? Yes.
Yeah. Well, certainly I'm cold-blooded.
Yeah. But you're not allowed to kill me. I have a curious. I'm suddenly reminded of this. This is. I feel like Simon will get this as an outlier, but the XMP Alan Clark, son of Lord Clark of Civilization, but when asked about how he's like, oh, you're really in favour of animal welfare and against animal testing and stuff, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, but you are heavily involved in arms sales to dictatorships, aren't you? He's like, yeah. Don't you find that a contradiction? He's like, curiously not. So yeah, maybe that's you. You're pro animal but anti-human.
He just says curiously not.
Yeah,
he doesn't sound very curious about it.
Yeah, he's like, no, I've never thought about it and I don't care. Yeah. When called as he had an absolute banger line when called as a witness at the Matrix Churchill trial over arms to Iraq, which as armed force procurement officer been involved in, describing when asked about when you talked about this and explained what happened, you said this and that wasn't completely accurate. He's like, I was economic with the actuality. Which is you just think. Yeah, I miss when when people were just blatantly kind of corrupt. It was, but in a funny way. It was much more fun. Tedious grey-suited corruption is much less fun.
I think that's been around for quite a while, to be honest.
Yeah, the tedious grey-suited corruption. Yeah. It's here and it's not going away. Yes.
Anyway,
great. So,
have a figurative and a literal meaning, you know.
Yeah,
but,
you could do a good quality banquet for 20 gold, Alex. At Slash Jamie.
20 gold. Wow. Gosh.
Five silver a head. Five silver a head plus some extra wine.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Yep. So 20 gold for that, and plus how many rations are you buying? And yeah, you're allowed to ask a couple of questions about Garden and its subsystem. That was your free rumors. If you had a couple of relevant questions.
How much gold do we actually have in the stash?
Good question. What I was saying before,
Alex has realised it's not been updated. Possibly he was not here on a relevant session.
Well, it's, I think we got to take the training gold. So we still have to take whatever gold it costs for the last bit of training. But we have about 20,000 gold. I think slightly less than that for our last bit of rations. But
okay. Wait, it must be 20 gold each for a banquet, surely, or is it?
No. Good food, good meal per day, 5 silver.
Wow. Wait, so 20 gold for the whole group to have a banquet?
Whole crew.
Why don't we just give them a week of banquets or something?
Well, part of that 20 gold is going to be paying people to cook it, and it's fresh food and
I mean, we could cook it ourselves. We could have a family barbecue with the it's like when you're at a place where you work and they pay you minimum wage, but they're like, hey, do you want a barbecue afterwards that we've spent your tips on? Yeah, sure, dude.
Is the fresh food, because you can't sustain food in space. What we should do is just get like a lemon tree or something and keep it on the ship.
Yeah.
You
could do that. Alex, in terms of the leveling, you can at least go back to. You can go to Spelljammer downtime for a number of people's how many weeks they took.
I will. Yeah. Figure that out.
I noticed that Beach has renamed the spell Grease in a way that we cannot say on air, and is going to get him banned from all polite, all polite locations.
I think
because
we've trained since then.
Some people have, yeah. So, I guess you need to check your latest stash. Depends what the date for your stash is.
Yeah. I feel like if we get some food, and we stay here a couple of days, and then go space with some stuff that will last a few days, then, give people some nice food for some time. It's not going to immediately go off.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like Beige trained again in March. It looks like to me, because he copied a spell. He'd have to check in with us, but yes. Without checking my other records, I don't know.
For now, I will just.
But yes,
type it.
I mean, yes. I assume you can buy, hundreds of rations, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Beach, you do call the spell a name that describes what it does. That is Beach's defense.
So we have 472 rations remaining with a crew with 56 people. So if we're going back to full rations whilst we're in the system, that is 9 days currently we have.
Well, we've got to create food and water from the Ginny as well, as long as he doesn't die. No, he's back.
Which is that it's like 3d6 a day, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, we had a roll for it. Earlier sessions.
Yeah, he needs to start re-rolling because he's he unsummoned now, resummoned. But yeah,
so we have
but yes,
a bit more than a week's rations at the moment, not accounting for the genie. And then how
It's
far
also
is it?
something might happen to him again, so we don't want to rely too much.
So I guess we want to buy, I don't know, about twice as much as we currently have. Give us 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So buy like a 1,000.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
7 normal. I mean, I guess it depends. Like 7 normal rations is 3 gold each.
So 56 weeks of fresh food, or 56 times 7 fresh rations, and then however many more.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, that's 168, isn't it, for that? For the first week, and then it's iron rations for the second week, I guess, which you have on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you worked that out. Did people have questions about the system? That was the thing we were on. But the general system, in particular, I guess, Garden and its moons, you can have a couple of free. Say 3. Oh no, you can have quite this for you. Free question each about Garden and its moons as your rumor equivalent.
Can we find out what that building is on the one with the building?
Yeah, there is on Pikion. It was a stopping point for the Elven Navy. The base is is locked, untouched. Elven Navy building, no longer used. But people don't. People are like, oh, don't want to go and mess around with an Elven Navy building. And there's no Scro stronghold here. They're discouraged by the beholders and the the mind flayers. See, that's the problem with Brawl Space is it doesn't have politically active enough mind flayers.
I don't think we should encourage mind flayers to be. No offense.
Yeah, I'm all for everyone having a part of the political process except mind flayers.
Yeah, the Watergate scandal was actually loads of tiny brain and cerebral parasites hidden inside the
Watergate Hotel. Yeah. That's the thing. That's why they framed Nixon, because he'd exposed their plan.
Exactly. Yeah, he was being controlled.
Yeah.
Hiding on the moon. It was all faked.
I did see someone saying the other day, "Oh, I've been seeing Buzz Aldrin's finally admitted the moon landing is fake." I was like, "No, he hasn't." What are we? Just the things to make up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Jim Lovell died actually. Apollo 8 and 13 member. Yeah, which is as in he commanded 13. So he's the guy who's like, "We're going to make our ship is breaking. Houston, we have a problem, etc." But yeah, he died the other day. Obviously, he didn't actually go to space or go to the moon. That didn't happen. Just to be clear, because Buzz Aldrin's admitted it didn't happen.
Well, he did, but it turns out there's some town in the middle of Idaho called the Moon.
Yeah, we did go to the moon. Yeah.
NASA sent me to the moon.
Yeah. I mean, the real problem is the moon doesn't exist, so how could you go there?
It's an egg.
No, what happened was he said, I wasn't the first guy on the moon. This person is like, oh, okay, you haven't been on the moon then.
Oh, I bet the worst thing is that's completely plausible, isn't it? That someone read something where he said something like that.
I was thinking that was the kind of plausible thing on the internet. Or it's just an AI, quite possibly, or just lying.
Yeah. I had a friend who... the AI stuff, this, I forget who was talking to. I think it to ChatGPT possibly. No, it wasn't. No, it was to Meta's one, and it was like pretending to be It was like an Ana de Armas chatbot, but it was obviously, and it then became clear the Ana de Armas chatbot was just trying to scam him and trying to get his financial details. And then he put this all up, and he was like putting all these screenshots, this kind of detailed conversation. It's like, this is really weird. And then he was afterwards, a day later, his friend was like, I think it could have been just essentially mirroring what it thought you wanted to hear. And so he went back in to talk to the Ana de Armas chatbot. Yeah, the chatbot this time was like started to talk about something else completely, and so his real purpose was something else. And so the fact that it was like I think it's hallucinating. I think it presumes that you want to hear this, and so it's become linguistically convinced, not intellectually convinced, but linguistically convinced that it is. And the next time it was completely different. I was like, this is kind of funny, scary, but also actually useless.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is they essentially kind of tell you what they think that the kind of thing someone would say is that they don't look, they look more convincing than they are. But I like the deep commentary here that someone made an Ana de Armas chat, the actress who is most famous for her role in Blade Runner 2049, playing someone's AI girlfriend.
Yeah, pretty much.
About the character.
I was going to say, surely that's the most important thing here is someone is using their movie knowledge for good or evil, depending on how you feel.
Yeah. I mean, to clarify, making chatbots or AI images of real people is completely unethical, in my opinion, in any situation, especially that. But
I feel like Ana de Armas' character in Blade Runner 2049 felt differently about it. I felt she felt like that was the whole thing. Wasn't she sentient? Wasn't she, didn't she deserve to exist? Are you saying that you would murder Ana de Armas in Blade Runner 2049? Would you make all those memories be lost like tears in the rain?
Yes.
I certainly would not, but I would not create chatbots based on real people.
I would.
Damn clankers, you got no rights.
Yeah.
Got no dignity.
Butlerian Jihad now.
Being a celebrity, but it's worse when people start making deep fakes of you and chat that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree. Anyway,
the irony I appreciate.
Given Jamie is a chatbot, this is particularly disturbing.
Owen, I've made a chatbot of you, and it's already running 7 different D&D campaigns.
Yeah.
Because it's only running them.
Because it's junk in, junk out. It's just picking up all the worst DMing habits. By the 7th iteration, it's completely non-functional. And by that, I mean it's a Pathfinder campaign.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shade thrown.
At least it's not Daggerheart or whatever.
Yeah. We've made another rules-like clone of D&D.
Oh, is that the Critical Role one? Or... Yeah,
that's the Critical Role.
I don't know anything about
They're not even using it. They're playing D&D again.
Well, if that's what they enjoy,
No, it's what makes money.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just watch
They
it.
sell them all down Patriot Games.
Yeah, no investment either positive.
Yeah, so Simon owns all of the Daggerheart modules.
Both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I own the Oblivion and Morrowind modules. So.
Yeah, great. Yeah, those other famous Critical Role games, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, isn't Daggerheart set in the Forgotten Realms? Yeah,
I believe it is. That's why we can't remember.
Yeah.
Do you know what we always do forget though? That Alex's character has an Obliviax clone that he carries around with him.
You know what else we often forget, Owen? The realms.
What about them realms? How are them realms doing this year? In the old,
I don't know. I haven't checked on
Major
them.
League Baseball.
Anyone spoken to the realms recently? Seen them?
Yeah.
Anyone know how the realms is doing?
Is this like a metaphor for Andrew?
Turns out the realms is just like having a good time with its lizards.
Yeah.
Speaking
the real realms was the D&D we played along the way. Yes.
We should sell the lizards.
Yeah. You also have 4 questions that you've asked none of. You just
right. Okay.
I've
First
asked
question:
one.
Why are the lizards in a crate?
Oh no, you've asked one of. You've asked one of. So why were lizards in a crate floating in space?
Why would
yes, I know it's
person here know that? That's not.
I don't know.
Do you want to look like a madman?
I am Ichabod.
Ask about useful adventuring things. Like, is there anybody here who wants us to kill things for money?
Maybe phrase it a little bit more.
I like to kill people for money. Is there anybody who needs that doing?
Yeah, I kill it.
You would be the worst criminal.
Yeah. I do a lot of murders. Yeah, you're just asking for help. You're asking for work, basically. Let's make that a general question.
We are
asking for
no fixed abode.
The mages on the Moon Templar, the research mages, they pay for kind of plants and unusual things from garden. So
okay,
they would pay for you.
There's no issue with us strip mining plants, or just sort of.
Yeah, I think we should bring some Japanese knotweed over with us and then blackmail them into giving us everything, or else we'll plant some. I'll never get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what happens.
yeah.
That's why it's like a bunch of rocks stuck together.
It's
just
just
the whole planet is
Yeah.
Japanese knotweed.
Yeah,
and rhododendrons.
And mint.
Yeah,
and nettles. Yeah,
The
Yeah,
nettles can't
um,
survive.
yeah. It's outcompeted by the other plants. Yes. So no, garden is enormous. So it's planet size A. There's not very much risk of you strip mining it. Suffice to say. Yeah. So yes, that is job. You got two more questions.
usually I wear clothes when I'm mining, but whatever suits you guys.
Bam bam. Two more questions.
What
Should
was
we
it?
ask about the creator with the fungus?
Yes, that seems to be the question.
And
Yeah,
then
that
you pick something else, Alex.
that is retini, because it looks like an eye. The fungus there is used in the production of spells and potions having to do with vision improvement. So, yeah, it's a valuable spell component and potion component.
We should go get some of that. Is it dangerous at all?
It's not dangerous, but there are animals who live there in the crater specifically, not the rest of the planet, but in the crater.
Okay. And let me just read through. Do we want to ask about the egg planet or the dragon head? Because I think one of those.
Dragon head.
The dragon head's more interesting. Like it might be more fun to figure that out ourselves, whereas oozing liquid is more concerning.
All right. What is the nectar of the ooze?
The nectar of the ooze.
I think we've got two great out of context.
Yeah, it is a. Oh, it's quite D&D thing, isn't it? What's the nectar of the ooze? Yeah, it is liquid marble. It's not kind of super hot. It's kind of, but it solidifies after some days, so it can be used as a sculpting material. So yeah,
Okay.
sculptors like it, but obviously you need to get it to them in time for them to sculpt in it.
I bet that the dragon head isn't like natural. I bet it was someone like sculpted it out of that.
Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah, I think. Should we do the other places and then maybe go to Dragonhead Lab? We've sort of had a think and ascertained how dangerous that may or may not. I mean, I'm thinking, right, if we do the crater first, maybe that might be the shortest one, and after that, look at the Elven complex and the sell stuff to that Templar Mage's place.
I mean, should we start with what we think is the most dangerous? So we have no idea what's happening at the Elven place.
Well, surely we want to be at the more safe one because we're still gathering information.
Well, if we go to the more safe one, but it's still dangerous enough that someone like, goes down, then we have less forces to go to the more dangerous one. But if we use resources at the more dangerous one, then we might not need those resources at the safer one.
Your reasoning sounds very good, but something tells me it's a bad idea.
I mean, we don't even know which one is the most dangerous, but...
Well, we're kind of already sandwiched between mind flayers, so I feel like maybe if we go to the more safe ones, we'll know by the time we get around to it whether or not we actually want to go to the dangerous places at all.
Well, we're not going to the actual dangerous places like the mind flayers or whatever, but whether... I guess it's a question of danger of animals or completely unknown danger of the elven stuff. Right?
I choose animals.
Yeah, I feel like the Elven place must have been the location of, like, you know, John Carpenter's The Thing, but it happens to elves.
The Elven thing.
The Elven thing.
Yeah, it's an otaku. It's just a guy who's like, "Oh, you're elves." I'm like that, but yeah, in terms of Japanese culture, he's like that for elves, and he's just inside their base.
The Thing is famously good at mimicking other people and being inconspicuous. I'm not so sure about the
otakus. Yeah.
No offense, but I feel a bit like saying I don't think you're, but I feel like saying otaku instead of weeb is something that marks you as a weeb almost. But then me saying that is already incriminating.
I mean, the way Owen was saying otaku is a very not, you know, Owen doesn't even know what weeb means. I think.
Yeah, no. If I see one of them, I get out the Rent-A-Kill and I rub it on the leaves.
Yeah, it depends. Are we distinguishing between a person who's watched anime like Cowboy Bebop and Weeb, or it's a spectrum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Possibly with more than 2 dimensions.
A multi-dimensional spectrum of people who are too into Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Then there's the guy who's not a weeb or an otaku, but is a lot like Yuko Mishima in a worrying way, in a way that you think he's eventually going to try to stage a coup at the army headquarters in Tokyo.
Yeah, that's the kind of weeb we like.
When he was tweeting
Simon and I,
by the way, I know how to use a gun. Just saying, as a video game developer.
Just in case you need to, yeah. Simon and I did actually recently read a Yuko Mishima book together, which I think we both enjoyed, but felt we could take a while before we read our next Yuko Mishima book.
Yeah.
But genuinely good writer, strange man.
Although I'm reading a history of the Russian Japanese war at the moment, and I can say he's the kind of guy who fits in Japan.
Yeah. He certainly was not like ahistorical or anything. It wasn't like, wow, why
He's not that
did you...
unusual. There was entire secret societies within the central Japanese government of people like him.
Exactly. Yep. Great. He's born too late to be part of a secret society in the Japanese government. Born too early to argue about anime online. Born just in time to stage a failed coup that he knew would fail, so he'd set up his own suicide. Anyway.
Right, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah, I'd forgotten the name, but yeah.
Yeah, Yuko Mishima. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who set up a coup, and they managed to kill like 7 of their own men and no one else.
Yeah, well, but whether it's good or it might be better this way, but that's just what he thought would happen. He's like, this is the plan.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so almost like, man, that's so much better than like normal terrorism is like, oh, we'll kill other people until we get our way, and they're like, no, we'll just kill ourselves until we get our way.
It sounds like the Japanese equivalent of 4 Lions.
It's like they even do that better, They don't harm other people.
Yeah. I don't think any of the people in 4 Lions also was maybe the most important post-war Japanese novel writer. So I don't know if that's... maybe they were. Maybe I missed that part of that film. But yes, pretty much. It was like the classy, glamorous, darker cousin of 4 Lions, but literally the same plot, basically. Yeah. Great. Okay. Yeah. So what was you'd asked about the fungus, you'd asked about whether they're jobs, you'd asked about the lone building. Was there another question you were going to ask?
No, I think our last question was about the ooze.
Oh, about the marble, the marble planet, the marble planet Null, which has oozing marble from it. Yep.
Oh, hang on. You said it's the planet is like multicolored, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's oozing marble. It's a marble.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Ugh.
That's why it's oozing out, is that I'm losing my marbles.
Yeah, exactly. Great. So, yes. I assume you're staying here overnight. Presume you're staying on the ship, or are you giving the men shore leave?
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Yeah, we got to keep up morale,
Yeah. Yeah, there's loads of anime theatres here for all the weebs on the ship to go and enjoy.
And for the people who think they're smarter and more sophisticated, they're watching 7 with a bunch of old cinema.
Yeah. It's actually the Criterion edition, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's a very elderly English film critic with surprisingly problematic politics who's explaining it to us. Yes, great. I would own all the Criterion editions of like everything, except they all cost £40 or something mad. They don't literally, like you can get them. But like, I'm not paying like 20 quid for a DVD with an introduction by someone. I'll just read a book.
I guess it's the issue is it's like it's still marketable, but because it becomes niche, get more expensive. Buy DVD stuff. Although honestly, I'm glad that I have the DVD Star Wars because it means I got the older versions of the film.
Yeah. I think that there are a few. You can get those in a few places online. I mean, yes, that's a good, useful, reliable way. But I think even on YouTube, there's some despecialized versions in a few places like YouTube and Dailymotion and stuff. So, but yes, it is a memory hole problem. There is an interesting thing actually with people saying they saw the big cut of Star Wars in the cinema on a pre-release, which is impossible because the footage was ditched before editing. So hence why we've only seen it since. But you get Star Wars is a weird one for lots of actually true and also false memory problems.
I'm not sure if I want to actual spell, but
I have some false memories of Star Wars.
Yeah, I kind of have that in the sense that I'm not actually sure when I was younger whether I was watching the special editions or not, because I have some memories of the special editions, but then I rewatched some of the special editions and thought that it seemed different to how I remember. So I don't know if I'd seen like odd mixture of both versions.
Yeah, I saw non-special editions before the special editions were in the cinema. Then I saw the special editions, and then I guess the DVDs I have now are special editions. So.
Yeah, I actually own the super special editions of Star Wars, where it's only I own the copies, and it's George Lucas's True Vision that I recorded.
Is it Adam and Joe show? Is it him Adam and Joe show clips of them playing with the figures from Star Wars? If you don't know what that is, Jamie, that might be too old a reference for you, but you should look it up.
I just have a supercut of the Robot Chicken Star Wars, and I tell people.
Yeah, Robot Chicken Star Wars is the young millennial and zillennial version of Adam and Joe playing with the Kenner figures on the Adam and Joe show. Basically, yes.
I will look it up.
Yes, indeed. So yes, I guess we finish up by you're resting. People can pay for themselves, as in the crew can pay for themselves if you're staying on board. Which moon are you going to?
We're going to the Marble because it's the Marble.
Were we going to the Marble?
Yep.
I thought we were going to go to the. I thought the Eye.
Okay, we'll go to the Eye.
Fungus planet. Okay.
We need to find an artist first. We need to find an artist who they have an
Marble,
idea, and then we go grab the marble and take it to them. Otherwise, it's just like you got to be inspired now. And like, no, you're making me panic. We need to find the right person.
It'll make them worship Remanos, which is good.
Unless anybody on any of our crew suddenly want to announce they have a talent for sculpture.
Yeah, declare now. Okay, so Simon, roll a d20 for flying. I guess it's going to be 3 and 20 or so. 3 and 20. Yep, so you will fly to that moon. As I say, Retinae is 121 miles. So it's a similar size to Farworld in terms of its that is circumference, I believe, is the measurement they're offering there. And yeah, it's pretty bare, other than other than the pupil. You see what you think is probably kind of some plant life on the rest of the moon. But looks like it's not heavily, or something. It's not heavily forested or anything like that. And there is a large crater, many miles across. Like literally like 15 miles wide or something.
I guess we'll head for the crater.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Are you landing in the crater, on the rim? What are you doing?
I assume send out the Iron Tornado to tell us.
Yeah. Yep.
That's his job.
Permanent space scouts.
Yeah. Canary they got in their mind.
Oh, okay. Don't say that phrase in front of him because it's not the best.
We've already killed him once. I mean, wait.
In the space hole.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he will. He will fly out, and I guess he'll fly back. He'll report that the planet has an atmosphere. As in, he knows there is air there. He can manipulate. I don't think he can. He's not like an air sampler, so he can't tell you that it's pure or anything. But you weren't told it was particularly foul. But yeah, there is an atmosphere there, and he'll say that the fungus itself is in places like mushroom forest style, so you might be able to find the Cygnus is pretty big. You might be able to find a thing to land on top of, but you may prefer to You might prefer to land your Cyclops farther away and get in your Seamoth to swim over, he says.
That sounds like enough. If we leave the crew with the main ship, and I'll hand them a signal whistle in case they do run into trouble and start running back.
Yeah. What? So then, then land an away party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. We should probably do that next time, shouldn't we? In terms of, what? But we could pick. Do you want to pick an away team now? Or start picking an away team. I think you can feel free to pick on behalf of other players.
The Major.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's your best fighter, isn't he? So yeah.
Yeah. So he's Ichabod.
Yeah.
The monk.
Kawakami.
The monk. Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all we're taking.
Yeah, that's the team.
I guess basically, probably for the purpose of Vil going, if you don't want Vil to Spelljam, Xeethra or Morthylla couldn't they? Because they're both casters. So I guess it depends who Jamie wants to take planet side.
Chatters as well. Chatters should come.
If I could take Morthylla for that.
Yeah, the Chatters can come. You want Morthylla to come? Yep.
Yeah.
And we've picked a character for Andrew. Who are we missing? Oh, Tom. Priest or Ranger?
Ranger.
Yeah.
Have another fighter, basically. Yes, that would give you, ignoring the Chatters for now, it would give you 3 Cleric types, 2 fighter types, 1 Wizard type, and 2 Chatters.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I will. I'll probably check between sessions. Like, given we know we're planning on going here, I'll prepare spells accordingly. But I don't think Magic Stones.
You would have been able to do it, because you had to spend the night anyway because you travelled there to the planet. So you could reasonably be like, I want to have detect plant. Yeah, I can't detect plant. Well, you detect a plant.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Cool.
Good,
and
cure like wounds and bleeds, but I have 4 spells, so I might as well check.
I think hopefully we'll come to the end of people being busy over the summer period, but I think we are on again in the discussion looked like it was 3 weeks, and then we'll probably play twice in September. And I guess we'll do you'll probably do a couple of sessions in and around the realms and then head on to Grey Space. So
cool.
We'll see how we go. Cool. Thanks, guys. Should I go and end the stream? Let's end the stream first. Thanks for people for tuning in.